French ambassador is being held hostage at the French embassy in Niger, says Macron.
This post received a score of 6,400, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Guess we know what France will be doing this weekend. Set baguettes to kill.
Day old it is then.
The kind you use to make stuffing with stuffing.
Niger wanted to expel him and the ambassador rejected the authority of the junta, saying that they're not legitimate government of Niger. So he's not leaving. How can this be a hostage situation?
It's certainly not a hostage situation proper. They haven't entered the embassy to take him hostage. And if it were just a case of him barricading himself in the embassy, it would legally be a non-issue. However, things get a bit more complicated when you consider which certainly rises to the level of a diplomatic incident. Short of ending diplomatic relations with France and telling all their diplomats to leave, the embassy remains a diplomatic mission, and blockading it to starve the former ambassador out is somewhat akin to a hostage situation. It's a classical siege, really, though.
How are they starving him out if he's free to leave at any time? Hell, they'll probably drive him to the airport because they want him gone.
Because the principle of extraterritoriality applies to the premises of a diplomatic mission. They want him to leave Niger, but provided he stays within the French embassy, that isn't binding on him. If they want to force him to leave, they need to have the embassy closed down by severing diplomatic relations with France. Trying to do it with halfway measures such as interfering with deliveries, even of something as trivial as food, to the embassy isn't allowed.
This is absolutely false.
Even if the person is unrecognized, this has no bearing on the status of the embassy itself. He still benefits from the protection of the French embassy, and there's no basis in the Vienna Convention to penalize the entire embassy. They are blockading food from entering the embassy, not just for him. It's like Julian Assange. While police could stand outside and wait for him, they could not raid it to get to him.
Oh yes, let's see what solution we can get from geopolitics experts on Reddit grabs popcorn.
So far they have not disappointed with the big brain takes of some sort of military invasion.
I see Westerners hating on military intervention. But as someone who actually lives under a shithole military dictatorship that overthrew the widely popular democratically elected government in a bloody coup, I support a global military intervention against any state entities that choose to gain power in coups instead of a revolution by the people in the voting polls or in the streets through the means of non-violent protests and strikes or armed revolutions.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.